Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, my honorable teacher, Mr. Deki Tarsono, and all of my friends. My name is Aira Zivana from 11-1. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude for the opportunity to speak in front of you today. Today, I would like to talk about an important issue that is often ignored but has a deep impact on many lives, especially for girls. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to grow up without a father figure? Not just physically absent, but emotionally absent. It's like no one to guide you, no one to protect you, and no one to tell you that you are enough. At first, it might seem like something small, but over time, it really shapes how a girl sees herself in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that growing up without a father figure can deeply affect a girl's emotional stability, self-worth, and her future relationship. Today, I will explain my argument through three main points. Number one is emotional impact. Number two is self-esteem and identity. And number three is future relationship. First, let us talk about emotional impact. Growing up without a father figure can deeply affect a girl's emotional development. According to psychology studies, children who grow up without a father figure are more likely to experience higher level of anxiety, depressions, and emotional insecurity. Why does this happen? Because a father is not only a provider but also a source of emotional safety. He gives protection, stability, and reassurance. Without that present, a girl may feel abandoned, even if she doesn't fully understand it at a young age. She might grow up constantly questioning, why was it not enough for him to stay? These questions may not always be spoken out loud, but it stays silently in her mind. Over time, these feelings can turn into emotional wounds. For example, research in developmental psychology shows that father absence is linked to difficulty in emotional regulations, meaning that individuals may struggle to control their feelings, especially in stressful situations. This is why some girls may appear overly sensitive, easily hurt, or emotional distant. Not because they want to be that way, but because they never learned emotional security from a father figure. And sometimes they also trying to heal from something they never received. Now let's move to the second point. It's self-esteem and identity. A father plays a crucial role in shaping how a daughter sees herself through his words, actions, and presence. He becomes one of the first people who teach her, "You are valuable." However, when that figure is missing, this foundation becomes weak. Studies show that girls who grow up without a father are more likely to have lower self-esteem and higher self-doubt. They might struggle with confidence and constantly seek approval from others. Why? Because they did not receive enough validation during their early development. As a result, they might try to fill that gap by looking for attention or acceptance from outside sources. For example, they might depend heavily on social media validation, they might change themselves just to fit in, and they might feel insecure about their appearance or personality. And the most dangerous part is they might base their self-worth on how others treat them. So in reality, the absence of a father doesn't just remove a person, but it removes a key source of confidence in a girl's life. Now let's move to the third point, is future relationship. A father is often the first male figure in a girl's life. He becomes the example of how a man should treat a woman with respect, care, and protection. But when this example is missing, a girl may grow without a clear understanding of what a healthy relationship looks like. Research shows that father absence is linked to higher risk of unhealthy or unstable relationship in the future. This can happen in different ways. Some girls may develop fear of abandonment, making them overly dependent in a relationship. They may stay in situations that are not healthy just because they are afraid of being left again. On the other hand, some may develop avoidance behavior where they push people away and refuse to trust others. Both patterns come from the same root, the absence of a stable father figure. In some cases, girls may also accept toxic treatment because they don't have a clear standard of how they should be treated. They might think, yeah, this is normal, even when it's not. And this is the most dangerous impact because it affects not only their present but also their future. It shapes the kind of relationship they build, the choice they make, and the way they see love itself. Let me try to bring all the main points together. Growing up without a father figure is not just about physically absent, it is something deeper. Something that affects a girl's emotion, her confidence, and even the way she builds relationship in the future. As I have explained earlier, first, it can create emotional wounds such as loneliness, anxiety, and insecurity. Second, it can weaken self-esteem and make a girl question her own worth. And third, it can shape unhealthy patterns in future relationships. However, we must understand one important thing. Being fatherless doesn't define someone's future. It is not the end of their story. What truly matters is the environment around them, the support they receive, the love they feel, and the people who choose to stay. So today, I would like to invite all of you to take part in something meaningful. Let us be more aware of people around us. Let us be more empathic, more patient, and more supportive, because sometimes a simple act of kindness, a small support, or even just listening can heal wounds we cannot see. So be that person. Be someone who makes others feel safe, valued, and enough. Finally, I would like to thank you all for your attention and your time. I truly hope that this speech has not only given you a knowledge, but also updated your heart and perspective. Let us carry this awareness in our daily lives and make a positive difference for those who need it the most. Thank you very much. My name is Aida Zivana. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.